Breaking news. History is being made as the Philippines officially unleashes its final BrahMos missile battery. The nation holds its breath as this powerful symbol of defense and deterrence arrives on its shores, marking a pivotal moment in the country's military modernization. The words flash urgently across TV screens and smartphone notifications, spreading like wildfire through homes, offices, and crowded city streets. People everywhere pause what they're doing, eyes glued to the screens, realizing they are witnessing a defining chapter in their nation's story. Sirens wail at Subic Bay, their echoes bouncing off the water and steel. A massive transport ship, its hull gleaming in the morning light, slowly approaches the dock. Navy personnel line the pier, standing at attention, their faces a mix of pride and anticipation as the ship carrying the final BrahMos battery comes to a halt. Journalists surge forward, cameras flashing and microphones raised, eager to capture every second of this historic event. Soldiers stand in perfect formation, their uniforms immaculate, sunlight glinting off their medals. The air is thick with expectation, as if everyone present knows they are part of something far greater than themselves. With careful precision, a massive crate boldly marked BrahMos is hoisted from the ship's hold. The crane swings it gently over the dock, and engineers, in hard hats and reflective vests, guide it down, their movements deliberate and steady. Every eye follows the crate's descent, aware that inside lies the cutting edge of missile technology, an asset that will redefine the nation's defense capabilities. A ripple of excitement surges through the assembled crowd. Families, veterans, and young students alike watch with wide eyes, some holding their breath in anticipation. The atmosphere is electric, charged with a sense of unity and national pride. Everyone understands that this is more than just a delivery. It is a promise of security and a testament to the country's resolve. A decorated general steps forward, his posture proud and resolute. He salutes the national flag, then turns to address the nation through a sea of cameras and microphones. Today, he declares, his voice ringing out clear and strong, we mark a turning point in our nation's history. The arrival of the final BrahMos battery is not just a milestone for our armed forces, but a symbol of our commitment to peace, sovereignty, and the safety of every Filipino. The crowd erupts in thunderous applause, waving flags and embracing one another. The air is alive with hope, pride, and a renewed sense of purpose. This is not just another day, it is the dawn of a new era. The Philippines stands taller, stronger, and more secure, ready to face the future with confidence and unity. March 24, 2026 will never be forgotten. It's a date that will echo through the halls of Philippine history for generations to come. On this day, the nation paused, holding its breath as the world watched. The anticipation had been building for months, with every news report and every calendar reminder fueling a sense of expectation and hope. On this day, the last BrahMos missile battery finally arrived on Philippine soil. The convoy moved through the streets, watched by curious onlookers and guarded by proud soldiers. The arrival wasn't just a delivery, it was a symbol, a powerful statement that the Philippines was ready to stand tall and defend its sovereignty. The BrahMos system, a product of advanced technology and international cooperation, now belonged to the Filipino people. For years the nation prepared for this moment. Politicians debated, military leaders strategized, and ordinary people followed every development with keen interest. The deal with India was more than a transaction. It was a partnership built on trust and shared goals. Families gathered around televisions, discussing what this meant for their future, while leaders worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the country's security. This date matters because it's about more than weapons. It's about independence, dignity, and the right to self-determination. For the first time, the Philippines holds a powerful tool that can protect its seas and people. The sight of the flag flying alongside new military hardware inspired pride and hope. Soldiers stood taller, knowing they could now defend their homeland with confidence. The country is no longer just watching from the sidelines. This event is historic because it's a bold step forward, a declaration that the Philippines will shape its own destiny. Across the nation, celebrations erupted. People cheered in the streets, waving flags and singing patriotic songs. Government officials addressed the nation, emphasizing unity and resilience. Leaders from many nations sent messages of congratulations, recognizing the significance of this achievement. Social media lit up with support and celebration, as Filipinos at home and abroad shared their pride. Hashtags trended worldwide, and messages of solidarity poured in from every corner of the globe. For the first time in decades, Filipinos felt the world's eyes were on them for something big and positive. News outlets covered the story extensively, and people gathered in public spaces to watch the coverage together. There was a sense of unity, a shared belief that the country had entered a new era. From now on, March 24th will be a day of pride, a day when the Philippines took control of its own destiny. Families will remember where they were, children will learn about it in school, and the nation will celebrate this turning point for years to come. It's more than a date, it's a promise of a stronger, more independent future. The delivery of the BrahMos missile system is not just another headline in military news. It is a powerful statement, a turning point that signals a new era for the Philippines. For decades, the nation has watched as regional tensions simmered, often feeling vulnerable in the face of growing challenges. Now, with the arrival of this advanced missile system, the Philippines is stepping onto the world stage with renewed strength and determination. It is a defining moment for the country, one that fills the hearts of Filipinos with pride and hope. The sight of the national flag rising alongside the new missile system is more than a military achievement. It is a symbol of unity and resilience. Across the nation, people are celebrating not just a technological upgrade, but a collective leap forward in national security and self-reliance. The Philippines has always faced threats from its vast contested waters. The South China Sea, rich in resources and strategic importance, has long been a source of tension and uncertainty. Filipino fishermen, naval patrols, and coastal communities have lived with the constant reminder that their sovereignty is challenged daily. The arrival of BrahMos changes the equation, sending a clear message to the world that the Philippines is ready to defend its maritime rights. For many years, these dangers felt too big to handle. The sense of vulnerability was real, and many wondered if the country could ever truly protect its people and resources. Now, with BrahMos, the country has a shield, a modern, formidable deterrent that empowers both the military and the nation as a whole. Filipino soldiers, once limited by outdated equipment, now stand with renewed confidence, ready to face any challenge. This system is respected worldwide for its speed, precision, and reliability. It gives leaders new confidence to defend their shores and assert their rights. International observers recognize the significance of this acquisition, noting that it elevates the Philippines' defense capabilities to a new level. For Filipino defense leaders, it is a validation of years of effort and strategic planning. No longer must the Philippines rely only on old equipment or hope for foreign intervention. The days of waiting for help are over. With BrahMos, the nation takes control of its own destiny, investing in the tools needed to secure its future. The contrast between the past and present is stark, and the sense of progress is unmistakable. This battery is the last piece of a promise. It completes a journey started years ago when leaders first envisioned a stronger, more capable military. The road to this moment was long and filled with challenges, but the commitment never wavered. Today, that vision is reality, and the nation stands united in celebration. Each missile launcher and radar unit is a symbol of hope, not just hardware. They represent the dreams of a nation determined to protect its people and its future. For every Filipino, young and old, these systems are a reminder that their country is strong, capable, and ready to meet any challenge. The message is clear. The Philippines is ready to protect what is rightfully its own. The world is watching, and the nation stands tall, prepared to defend its sovereignty and ensure peace for generations to come. The delivery marks a shift. Now every Filipino can look to the sea with renewed belief that their country is strong and prepared. It is a new dawn for the Philippines, a time of hope, pride, and unwavering resolve. With BrahMos, the country's defenses have changed overnight. The system covers hundreds of kilometers of coastline. Commanders can now respond to threats quickly and with precision. This changes everything for the military, but it's about more than defense. Morale across the armed forces has soared. Soldiers train with new energy, knowing they now have the tools to win. Young recruits sign up in record numbers, proud to serve a nation that is modern and respected. Communities near the bases feel safer. Fishermen talk about going out farther, no longer afraid of losing their boats or their catch. Parents are less worried when their children join the Navy or Coast Guard. The spirit of the country is lifted. For the first time in a generation, the Philippines feels ready for any challenge. So, what is BrahMos? Simply put, it is one of the world's fastest cruise missiles. It flies at nearly 3 times the speed of sound, so fast that enemies have almost no time to react. Its range is over 400 kilometers, reaching far beyond the horizon. BrahMos is also extremely accurate. It can hit its target within just a few meters, whether the target is a ship or a land base. Its guidance system uses advanced GPS and radar, making it almost impossible to trick or stop. The system is mobile. Large trucks that carry the missile can move quickly from place to place. This means the enemy can never be sure where the next launch will come from. It gives commanders flexibility and keeps adversaries guessing. With speed, range, accuracy, and mobility, BrahMos is a true game changer for Philippine defense. The arrival of BrahMos is not just big news for the Philippines, it changes the balance of power in all of Southeast Asia. Neighboring countries take notice. They see that the Philippines can now defend its waters and islands like never before. This new strength makes potential aggressors think twice. Any hostile ship that enters Philippine waters risks being hit by a missile in minutes. The South China Sea, long a zone of tension, now has a new guardian. Allies in the region see this as a sign of growing unity. Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia express support. Even powerful nations outside Asia, like the United States and Australia, welcome the move. It opens the door for new security partnerships. The region is changing. Thanks to BrahMos, the Philippines is now a key player, not just a bystander. The BrahMos deal is also about friendship. India and the Philippines have worked closely for years to make this dream real. Indian engineers trained Filipino crews. Filipino officers visited Indian bases to learn every detail of operation and safety. This partnership is built on more than business. Both countries face similar challenges. Both want peace, security, and respect. By working together, they have shown Asia and the world what trust and cooperation can achieve. Economic ties between the two nations are now stronger. Trade and technology exchanges are rising. Students and experts are visiting each other's countries. The relationship goes beyond defense. It is about building a shared future. This alliance proves that when nations work together, they can achieve the impossible. For Filipino soldiers, BrahMos is more than just metal and wires. It is a sign that their government believes in them. Training with the new system makes them feel skilled and modern. Morale is at an all-time high. Citizens, too, feel the change. News reports show families visiting military open houses, children posing with BrahMos launchers. Schools teach lessons on national defense. People feel united, knowing that everyone plays a part in protecting their home. There is also a sense of pride. Social media is full of posts celebrating the arrival. Songs and poems are written about the new era. The country stands together, more hopeful than ever before. From the highest general to the youngest student, everyone feels the excitement and promise of a safer tomorrow. The BrahMos moment is part of a larger trend. Across Asia, countries are investing in their own security. They are buying advanced systems, building ships, and training new teams. This push for self-reliance is changing the face of the region. Of course, there are risks. Some experts warn of a possible arms race. As one country gets stronger, others may want the same. But many believe this is about balance, not aggression. Countries want to protect their people and keep peace. For the Philippines, this is a lesson in independence. No longer must they wait for help. With BrahMos, they can stand on their own. This inspires other smaller countries to believe in themselves too. Asia is entering a new era, one where every nation has the power to shape its own future. The final BrahMos battery marks the start of a new chapter. The Philippines is no longer a quiet player on the world stage. Now it stands tall, confident, prepared, and respected. This is more than just about missiles. It's about dignity. It's about telling the world, we are ready. We will defend our land, our sea, and our people. The balance of power in Asia has shifted. The Philippines, with friends like India, shows that strength and cooperation can bring hope. The nation faces the future with courage, knowing it has the tools, the talent, and the will to protect itself. The new era has begun. The Philippines marches forward, proud, united, and stronger than ever before.